So I went to a local thrift store / antique store to see if they had any comic books. I've picked up comic books from there before, and once you get past the usual stack of Valiant stuff, they had some pretty good books, and I picked up a fairly large stack. They were about $3 a piece or less. So let's take a look at what I grabbed up next on this video from Bronzeville Comics. Hello, panelologists. This is Jim from Bronzeville Comics coming to you with another video. Before we get started, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the description of this video for links to my eBay store, my email, my Instagram, my whatnot. Also, on November 1st, Saturday, November 1st, I will be setting up, along with Streetside Anthony and Lone Wolf Comics. They're running a show in the Bronx. I'll include the information in the description. I'll include a flyer here. There are going to be a lot of great vendors there. Carl's going to be there. Erod's going to be there. I'm not even sure who else, but they are, just basically inviting vendors, and people are going to have fair prices, and should be some fun. So if you're in the area, come by the Bronx and check it out. I'm headed to a local thrift antique store. I haven't been here probably in 2 years. They probably still have a whole bunch of Valiants that they have then. But I've gotten some decent stuff here. I just had some free time at work, so let's just check it out. Take a look at the books I picked up. There were a lot of these that were in pretty nice shape. Some late flashes. This is 320, and I was looking to kind of fill in my run. I think I was using my checklist to see what I needed. 321. Kind of keep these in order. Oh, maybe they're not in order to begin with. 342. I picked up, and this one may have been. It's X-Men 29, but it's a newsstand. Action Comics 684 Doomsday in a newsstand. Flash 336. 313. This is with a Dr. Fate backup story. I picked up Tales of the Green Lantern Corps number 3. They had several copies of this. They were all pretty nice. Green Lantern number 51st, Parallax. Amazing Spider-Man 386 in a newsstand. There were a couple of books that had multiple copies of them. That's why I have like the grades written on there. Flash, which issue number is this? 345. Very close to the end. 350 was the last issue. I have to get back and board these. This is Green Lantern 51, first Kyle Rayner. Uncanny X-Men 311, newsstand. This book I pick up far too often. Justice League number 70, newsstand. This one I pick up because of the cover. I'm surprised that it's there. Supergirl number 8 with Power Girl. That's a cool book. Then this was an interesting one. This is Spider-Man Storm and Power Man Battle Smoke Screen. So I'm going to guess this is an anti-cigarette smoking PSA book. So I don't see that too often. Sponsored by the American Cancer Society. Then Uncanny X-Men 306, newsstand. Right? It's newsy. Yep. Justice League America 3, number 12. This is the first cover appearance of Maxwell Lord. Amazing Spider-Man 386 newsstand. I think it's the second one of those we've had. 370 newsstand. This, I believe, is also a newsstand. It's on the back. It's a wraparound cover of X-Men 30, The Marriage. Flash 314. Flash 344. And these are generally like 9+, the Flashes. 337. It's going to help me fill out that later part of the run. This is 338. This is Green Lantern number 188, the first appearance of Mogo. If you read the most recent Absolute Green Lantern, they did use Mogo in that. X-Men 20 newsstand, another Tales of Green Lantern Corps 3. Uncanny X-Men 309 newsstand. This one is a cool book. From Dark Horse, Godzilla Color Special. I think... is this Art Adams? Yeah, it is. If I take off this, if I can get the sticker off, pretty sure it says right under there that it's Art Adams artwork. So this is a fun book. I think I have this in the PC already. This, unfortunately, if I remember looking at it, and the sticker's not readily coming off. It's one of those. I'm pretty sure it's Art Adams. Is that? I'm wondering, is that a pricey book in a 9.8? I don't think this is a 9.8. Godzilla Color Special number 1 from 1992. No, 9.8's under $100. That surprises me. It's probably one of those books that might be worth getting signed if it's a 9.8 candidate, but I'm not a big signature guy. Uncanny 306 newsstand, another 309 newsstand, another Green Lantern 50. We got Flash 318, another Green Lantern 51. Did I need this? I'm not sure if I needed this or it was a key. Green Lantern 169. I have to take a look at that. Amazing Spider-Man 388 foil newsstand. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps. This is issue number 1. And this is the first appearance of Aricia, who later on had... she was a younger female Green Lantern from another planet who later on had a relationship with Hal. She was also in a version of her, the Ultimate version. Another Green Lantern 51. So I'm getting that for like $3 a piece. Another Uncanny 309. 308 newsstand. 310 newsstand. Green Lantern 50. Green Lantern 50. And I think, well, let me just check. Yeah, $2.96, I think, was what I spent on each of these books. Uncanny 364, that's not a newsstand. 50. Incredible Hulk 400 in a newsstand. Green Lantern 49, which is the just iconic cover art. And it's a newsstand. ASM 387 newsstand. Flash 345. Green Lantern 173 first Javelin. Flash 343. And then the final 2 books I got, and one of these I have to distinguish. I didn't write a note on it. Unless... I thought they both were, but I don't think so. I think it's actually obvious when looking at it. Yes, it is. So, the last book I picked up was 2 copies of Avengers West Coast number 94 in a newsstand. This is where Rhodey becomes War Machine. There are a lot of keys related to Rhodey / War Machine, but that is a newsstand copy from 1993, so a little bit later in the game for newsstands. And one of them is really clean. It's also one of the later issues, issue number 94. So I don't think the print run was really down that much because it was a popular title for Marvel. And but a newsstand is about $150. It's hard to tell though, because that's not much more than a direct. Direct is still about last sale $130 at a 9.8. So that's like I think the only book in the batch that I thought was potential 9.8. So that was the pickup from the thrift store. So it was a fun little trip out in the afternoon. Also going to add in some books that I got from Street Side Anthony's because it's a small little haul. He did a sale on Labor Day. This is how far behind I am in organizing these books. But I was looking for 9/8 candidates and other cool books to pick up. So we talk about save, sell, slab, spec. So I was, the thrift store, everything was cheap. Picking up books that, X-Men and Amazing Spider-Man newsstands, I'll pick up if they're in decent shape. And then other kind of keys, and I those flashes, I'm like, let me fill in my run. So I was looking for high-grade books, and I think, well, maybe not. Maybe I'm going crazy. Again, slab potential. So this is what I picked up. Justice League, number 31. This is the first appearance of Jessica Cruz as Green Lantern, or as Power Ring. This is the Jessica Cruz book, Key to Get. This is a contender that's going in the slab pile. I don't even know where to put my piles anymore. There we go. Ambush Bug number 1. Did I get this? No, I didn't get that there. This came from somewhere else. Oh, I think that goes in my spec pile. That was from a garage sale. I'm only a little bit disorganized. This one was a nice little find. I think it does need a little bit of TLC. If I could get this to a 9/8. This is Uncanny X-Men 248, first Jim Lee artwork on the X-Men, but it's also a newsstand. So that's a nice book. If I can get that in the 9/8, that would be awesome. A little bit of a stretch. Spawn number 9. Try that in newsstand. This is a book, and I didn't have this series. I did get a lot of books from this publisher at the time. I kind of want all the issues. I've never seen the movie, actually. But it is Forbidden Planet, number 1, by Innovation. This became one of the hot books of the week when they talked about doing a remake of this. So, that is also, it does need a little bit of work, but that would be maybe something I'm going to look to get a 9/8 in. Picked up this book. This is really high grade. I have this this is going to be in the 9s. I don't think I'm going to grade it. I think I actually picked another copy of this up. Doesn't matter. It's Swamp Thing number 11. This is the first post-Wrightson issue. I think Nestor Redondo did the art. But I'm trying to complete that run. The only books I need for the run are later on in the run. So that's PC for now. Then we grabbed this, Ultimate Fantastic 421. That's just, been a hot book as of late. Ghost Rider 15, a couple copies. I always pick these up when I can find them. They sell really well. This one I thought was really no, this was the right price. It wasn't high grade, but I figured Submariner number, the price was right, I guess, 23. So that's pretty cool. It's the first Orca. So that goes somewhere else. Put that there for now. Then I grabbed this. This is gradable copy. This is Star Wars number 43. 43? 43. Part of the Empire Strikes Back storyline. This is the first Lando Calrissian. Really sharp copy. I think I got this from Lone Wolf. Let's go in the slab pile. This book, also very high grade. It is Special Edition X-Men number 1. It reprints Giant Size X-Men number 1. Has new material, and in the new materials, the second appearance of the New Mutants. Prior to New Mutants number 1, between the graphic novel and number 1. I grabbed this just because I thought it was cool. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., number 14. Submariner. This isn't quite gradable, but Batman 451. It's really cool Joker cover. It was like in a dollar bin. And then Lone Wolf had a whole bunch of these. They had like a case of these. And he's been selling them. I buy them every once in a while because they're cool. And with the new movie coming out, Predator number 1. This is the second print, though. Not the first print, second print. Second print, even a 9.8, is pretty good, but I think this falls just short. Yeah, this is like more like an 8.5. So, that was a haul from Street Side Anthony's. And so, if you, thanks for just checking out my video. If you're, interested, you can check out a couple of my other videos here. And this is Jim saying until next time, enjoy your comics.